I'm
I wasn't on
ready.
mute.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ignition Point, a Dungeons and Dragons game featuring these lovely people here. I've just realised I've left my door
Ow.
open. Give me 1 second.
Ow.
No one
To
needs
my
to see
screen now.
So, welcome to Dungeons and Dragons. This is what we try to do every week on a Monday. We haven't been doing it as often as we'd like, but this is the thing. Life gets in the way. But we stream every week with these lovely people, some of whom have YouTube channels, like the Wonderful Evil One and the SteveMan777. He also has merch. Go get some.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm
this
sorry.
merch bit is getting too much.
I need to adjust this. It's the. Did you do all the sevens?
Yeah, she nailed the
777.
seven.
I got it.
All? You got them? All right.
Yeah,
I
it's
just
just
wanted to
man
make sure.
77777.
7-7.
No,
Seven,
that's
seven.
5 sevens.
7.
Is it 3
Seven.
sevens?
7.
It's
Look,
14-7.
at this point, either way, go buy his merch. He's fabulous. We love him. You know what? One day somebody's going to be like, I tried to get it, but there was no merch left.
The link doesn't work. It says his
Um,
channel's being taken down. I don't know why.
If you like more of this amazing stuff that we do, please hit the subscribe button or go follow my YouTube channel of the same name, Boomeadow, where you can catch up on all of the shenanigans that have come before. If you like what we do, if you like the shenanigans of this group in general, you can catch us over on Evil One's channel during the week, playing different systems. If D&D isn't your thing, there's some Star Trek over there, there's some Power Rangers, there's some Monster of the Week. Go do that. What?
Can I change that? If you like what we do, there's something wrong with you.
No.
Well, there's something wrong with us for doing it.
That's given.
God.
I mean, we all have fun. We're having a laugh. It's all good. No one's getting hurt.
At this point in time, I'm believing it's
characters.
first because the last time I think we ran as well, my computer completely shit itself. So
Yeah, I took over your stream at the end.
yeah.
I was playing Pokemon with the boys. It was great.
Actually, that went off. We got some extra viewers at that point too,
Yeah.
didn't we?
Yeah, we did. That's right. You got raided while you were down.
Yeah, that's
Which
well.
is so-
I'm hoping.
Why
Our
did that
Wonder
happen
Mod-
at that time?
I'm hoping that our Wonder Mod is here. No,
haven't
he
seen
leaves
that
me.
mod.
He leaves me to fend for myself. I'm just hoping my computer doesn't overheat again.
What's wrong with? Is this just giving me extra ads now or something? Get out of here.
Hopefully, we shall see. Either way,
Mm.
take that off.
I did not realize how hungry I was. I didn't eat at work enough food.
Okay, so with that, who remembers what happened last time? It was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, feel like I got caught with my pants down. I was like, I don't know.
I have trouble
Tough was
remembering
said.
yesterday.
You know what? You get a free pass, Evil One, because yes, unfortunately, you have memory issues at the moment. So we had a whole chat about it yesterday, Scotty, for like 2 hours.
Okay, I'm gonna straight up say that we did not at all talk about past events. We talked about future events. We talked about my awesome character being like, hey, I'm ready to leave the party now and go off on my own adventure. And then you said, no, Scott, I can't have a one-man stream. So I had to join here again.
We could, you know what, Scotty? We both know, everyone in this call knows that is absolutely bullshit. We know Steve would show up just to watch a Scott-only stream.
I'll do it right fucking now.
What, a one-man stream and a one-man audience. There we go.
Yeah.
I actually like watching Steve's Pokemon streams, but that hasn't happened for a while.
I do. Yeah.
Really,
no, I really enjoy you. I enjoy you.
I actually did take notes. Wait, I don't know, because I think I started writing notes for this session in advance for some reason. That's weird. So I hope this is last session's. It is. It definitely is. Ty attempted the recap, but Steve helped out. All right. We continued to fight old Cal because we were in the cave with the big hand. So that looked like sort of this. Hito summoned some angry ducks, which was actually pretty funny. Oh, my next line of notes is weird. We started to hear the sound of noises. I
What
think
else
I
are you
wrote that down. I think I wrote that down because that's a direct quote from you. You start to hear the sound of noises. I think that's what you said in the actual moment. They were like the dinosaurs. They were coming to
Oh, that's right.
hang
Oh, that's
out,
right.
but
We
then
traumatized
Cal,
Clint.
Yeah, had to
Yeah.
chew on you.
My next note is Cal napped Cal. I'm assuming that's old Cal kidnapped Lamb.
No, we don't need
That happened.
combination.
That's accurate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sure. I just don't know why I was writing weird notes last time, but
Because we weren't really sure
Budge
what was
couldn't
happening.
find Lil Cal, also known as Lan, because he wasn't on the map. Oh, because you're the god of maps. Now that's why I wrote that one. Yep. You checked the map.
He wasn't on
He
the
wasn't on the
actual
map.
in-world map.
Map.
That was a good one. Dee suggested that we meet at the waypoint for the library. So we're gonna this is after the combat ended. We were like, oh, we're probably gonna have to go find Lil Cal. But how do we get to, because I'm pretty sure he was taken to the Feywild. Probably gonna have to go to the library because I'm pretty sure that's like, what were they saying? That was like has a thing to portal to the realm of doorways, wherever that is. There's lots of doorways.
There's lots
It
of doorways.
exists out of time. It exists out of time, right? Special Cal flavored library. Cal and Hito played patty
Hello.
cake.
Hello for the
that
nerd
down
raid.
as
Thank
well.
you for the raid.
Yep.
Thank you.
Right on time for the patty cake
The
game
shenanigans.
between Hito and Cal, who don't
that's
know
right.
each other, but they're playing patty cake with a stranger.
They're very
Sounds dodgy to
friendly.
me.
You know Bosco?
And then Doc and you went back to the Temple of the Seneschal. What's it called again, Tegan? How do you pronounce it? Caladistion. Yeah, I can never say that.
The satchel?
Say it
Yep.
one more time.
Kevin is here. Mod King is here, apparently.
Oh, spammers beware.
Apparently. Hello.
Yeah, that's my recap. I think I got most of it.
Woo! You did. Well done. Please take your inspiration. You
Not that I
may
ever
need
use
that.
it.
Not that you ever use it, but
I
yes.
don't make rolls very often.
So, in that as well, I believe the rest of the crew headed back to the docks to secure passage on a ship, despite they had already been told a ship would
We
be
have a ship.
waiting for them.
Nobody reminded us about that, so off to book a
We
ship
just got
we
off
go.
the ship to
The worst
get here.
part
We're in
is
the port.
the worst part is nobody reminds you. It literally happened in that conversation where Dee is like, I don't want to go with Arashi and Sabata. And they're like, too bad, young lady, you're coming with us. And she's like, well, fine, but I'll tell not to wait behind for these guys to give them transportation.
Yeah, but, our conversations last like 15 years, so you can't expect me to remember every line of dialogue. I'm channeling Budge here. I've got one wavelength in my brain, and it's not to track that.
Okay, so we will pick up straight away then with we'll let Doc have his conversation before we go find out what shenanigans the boys are doing down at the docks. Let's see how this goes. Will it go badly at all? Don't know.
Oi, Huey, bring the boys.
I beg your pardon, sir.
Nothing.
So, you head back to the Kalad Est Eon, and you were speaking. I think you were about to speak to the Seneschal. No, you were speaking to the Seneschal. However, my computer died, and I don't remember any of the conversation because I'm like, what the?
It got broked.
Yeah, it got broke. My computer broke. Either way, so if we backtrack a little bit, you got back to the, if I remember correctly, you had gotten back to the the sanctuary where the seneschal was standing in front of a paper covered hole in the wall. Your fellow compatriots had taken out several of his stained glass windows in their haste to exit the last time you came through here. He is standing, ruminating, as he just stares at the paper covered wall, arms behind his back. As you make your way up the stairs, he half turns to look at you, raises an eyebrow. I wasn't expecting to see you back so soon.
Oh. I mean, for me, it feels like a really long time. Couple of months, actually.
Funny.
Time is subjective, isn't it?
Not usually. Time is what it is.
It's a flat circle.
More so a linear path, but
Well, might I take up some more of your time today? That's
I have nothing
within your
but
schedule.
time. Please come, come and sit. He leads you over to where he has a set of armchairs and a coffee table. You see that there's a steaming pot of tea sitting on the table with a plate with some cheese and some biscuits, some sliced apples.
Where's you?
He's down with the docks with the boys.
I thought you went with.
Oh, no, I didn't. I did. That's right. I went with him.
Yeah.
You're with me.
I don't know where I am.
You teleport. Woo,
Doc will turn to you and you can be with me. It's fine. I'll say, you do want to join me, or do you want to wait out over here?
I can go over there and wait.
Oh, you are welcome to come and have some tea as well.
Oh, that sounds very nice. I'll have some of that.
All right. If you are going to join us, I'd appreciate it if you talk to me before you tell any of this conversation or relay any of it to the others.
Okay, mum's away.
I mean, just if you feel like talking about it, we can do it together, perhaps. I don't know you that well, but I feel like I can trust you with this.
Okay, that's good. Thanks very much.
I'll join the seneschal for what is it? Tea and cheese?
Yeah, basically.
That's like my favorite. Thank you. Don't mind if I do.
So, what?
Chamomile. I do like that.
What burdens your mind?
Well, just pardon us again. I know that our previous conversation didn't end very predictably. Apologies for your windows.
It is not the first
I
time.
can pay a little bit for that if you need.
No need. It's fine. We have very skilled glassmakers.
Oh, all right.
I'm more concerned about the glass out in the yard, but some children will find
the what?
Later.
Sorry.
Some glass out in the yard. I'm sure some children will find it later. It's fine.
I'll lean over to you. Maybe we should clean that up in a bit.
You want me to go do that now?
I'll help you after this. It's not fair for you to do it all on your own.
Clint going any way out of this fucking conversation.
Poor Clint. He's like, why did I come?
It's alright, I'll just eat my cheese.
Yum. do you recall what we were discussing last time? Or if you do not, I think I took notes.
I must admit, I was a little lost. It would seem that one of your companions seems to take exception to the god's presence in the world, or lack thereof.
Are you speaking of the teleporting one, Callum?
The Time Walker, yes.
Yeah, I mean, previously when I spoke to you, I was inquiring about the library. And now that I have an idea about that, I actually did want to speak about Cal.
Yes.
He's
We
yeah,
have
I
much
suppose
to
Time
talk
Walker is
about your
Oh.
friend. It would appear.
What do you know about him? Because I mean, you don't know him, do you?
There are many things I have seen, many choices he has made in a rush to see more of the world and advance his fate. He sometimes misses the journey.
So he's in the. I suppose that's a long-winded way of saying he's in the wrong place.
Yes and no. He is where he needs to be to help with what is happening with the world. But it
You
is
mean to say
concerning.
he's not smelling the roses along the way?
Which is a wonderful way to put it, my friend.
I like roses.
The reality is, he was sent here for a purpose, as were all you brought together. Sometimes I am realizing they don't need a keeper, but a guide.
You're talking as if you kind of know us already. I mean, you only met us very briefly.
The benefit of serving the Watcher is we get to do exactly that. We see the past, the present, the future. We watch. We do not judge.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what Cal has an issue with, though. So I don't really know how to help him on that one. He's got a lot of anger.
I can understand your friend's anger. He is a creature of chaos and movement and desire. It is almost a complete antithesis of what we represent: order, steadfastness.
Putting things in the right goddamn place. That's why I sort of need your help with him, because he ain't in the right place. He's all over the place.
Yes, I have noticed that. He is not of this time, and yet I question the goddess's wisdom in sending him back. She clearly had a purpose for him, and I fear for what that purpose may have been. He needs to find the seed.
Is that the seed that he was protecting or something? Or he mentioned it, or someone mentioned it before? I don't
Yeah,
know.
no, he mentioned it that he was supposed to be looking after it, yep.
Yes.
But is he I didn't think he was actually looking after you.
I think he hid it somewhere.
But that's the thing
problem-
that he doesn't remember where he hid it, right?
Yep.
And the
That seems to be a
problem,
problem to me.
the
Hmm.
problem with that is it means that it's not in its right timeline for when it will be needed. The fact is, hiding it in at this point in the past puts it in further danger for what is to come. It will not be able to be stopped.
What won't be able to be stopped? I'm not quite certain what you're referring to.
The turning of the cycles. You are here for a reason. You are here to prevent the world falling to the devourer. I
Question
believe.
DM: Who do I know who the Devourer is?
You can ascertain that it was that he's probably referring to the Sun Lotus.
Okay.
Yeah. The fact is, should you fail in your task, the seed will too be lost, and therefore the fate of the world will be secured in its doom if the seed does not go back to its time.
All right. So we have to get Cal to find the seed that he hid, that he doesn't remember where he hid it.
Which is where
Are you getting this, you as well? Because
Yep.
my head's a spin. All right.
you are one of my watchers.
Am I?
Uh,
I've been waiting
if he
for it
was
for so
saying,
many years.
if he was referring to you, he would have said you is, not you are.
Oh, you who? That's me.
Yeah, I know that's your name.
Yep.
I think he does too at this point.
Okay. So not me. But
You can be a watcher too. You can
you?
help me out.
Oh, thank
Assistant
you.
watcher. I will just clarify though that I've never acquired any kind of title of like watcher or anything. I just
And yet you bear my
work
symbol.
with the watcher. Sorry, what?
And yet you bear my symbol.
Your symbol.
He gestures to your holy symbol in your whole one level of cleric.
All right,
Oh,
look,
is that what that is?
it doesn't matter what my role is. I just am a person that wants to fix something that's not right. So, is there a potential way that I could? I can't believe I'm saying this, but do you know of the keepers? I'm assuming you do because you keep referring to them.
I do. They are the watchers of the sanctuary. They are the collectors of memories. They take the memories of those that are gone and turn them into the future of those who will be.
Yeah. Well, can you maybe help me out with this? And I will go into my pack and sort of pull out the lantern. It's actually wrapped up though, but I'll unwrap it in front of him.
He unwraps it. I see you have
This
been...
is a thing.
Yes, it is. I assume you have met your Reaper.
I have. I can't quite remember his name. Wait, was my wait? Yeah.
Hito.
No. Sorry. Sorry. Let me clarify this.
Okay.
Do I know that Hito is my Reaper? Actually,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
do I know that?
When Hudson
See-
disappeared,
Yeah.
Oh God.
There was
Yeah.
a
no,
whole
I forgot.
trial and everything.
Yeah, no, I forgot about that. For a second there, I
This is what
thought you were
happens when you
talking
take.
about.
This is what happens when you take like a month off.
It's been months. Anyway, isn't there like a little dude in the lantern too?
There's a little spirit in the lantern. Yes.
Yeah. I haven't spoken to the spirit in the lantern except for one time, but Reaper wise, I didn't have too much success in working with the Reaper because he's I mean, did you notice some grave robbing outside by any chance? Don't worry about it. It's all good.
Should I be worried about that?
Yeah, let's just say the Reaper that you're probably referring to. He's a little power hungry, perhaps, or that's to put it mildly.
I ate things.
He's a bit of a headache. Yeah.
Each reapers
Sometimes
have
he
their
looks
own
at me
quirk.
like he's hungry. Actually, he doesn't like me either, does he?
He's holding the lamp. What is it that you would like to seek? It is clear that you are uncomfortable with the changes that come with being a reaper. Having one foot in life and one foot in death is not an easy path.
Have you met the Shadekai before? Like my people? We've shown that path.
I have. I am well acquainted with them.
And you know that we don't go down that path anymore. That's why I don't live there anymore, because they kicked me out. And my family. Because of the Watcher.
Because you started manifesting the change. You asked questions.
Well, I had to suppress it as well when I was there. But
So
not that
you
I
are
could.
naturally drawn to this power. You are naturally drawn to guiding and helping others.
I feel like that's just a kind of common thing, that people like helping other people, right? Most of my friends do that.
What about you, Mr. Who? Would you say that that is your experience?
It's very helpful.
And your other companions?
They're very helpful as well. In their own way.
There are one or two people that may be out for themselves only, but I believe that the vast majority of people who do care about others, at least those that they love. I truly believe that Hito, if someone tried to steal his mimic friend, he'd kill him. You know, he'd protect him to the death.
The question I have for you then is, what do you want from this?
Oh
Is
yeah.
this something that you want to follow for the purpose of fulfilling a destiny, or do you want something more?
I would like to say that I'd like to make my own destiny, but I also know that the gods, such as the Watcher and others, they like to maintain the tapestry and all that. So there's the idea of fate, but I don't know, after listening to some of the stuff that Cal says, it kind of makes sense that, maybe
So
the
a
gods
guardian.
don't have the best.
So a guardian, then, not a guide.
Uh,
A guardian is a
I don't
protector.
mind. No, look, I'm not too much of a. I ain't much of a guardian. I'm not much of a fighter in general. I'm happy to guide people to where they belong. That is fine.
Question is then, what are you? You are not a watcher, you are not a keeper, you are not a guardian,
I'm not a
you are not
doctor
a
either.
guide. What are
You're
you?
not?
What do you stand for? What is it that you seek? You say you claim you want your
I
own
want
destiny
to put
away from this.
things. I want to put things back where they belong, and in this case, it's Cal because the world is broken at the moment, and
If it was as simple as putting Callan Odelia back in his timeline, you would let him consume the entity that is Budge.
but Budge is our friend, though. That's not okay.
So you don't just want to put Callan back in his own time.
I would like to find an ethical solution where we don't have to murder my friends or anyone.
So you're a sorter.
Which brings me to a saucer.
A sorter.
He's a sorting
You
hat.
Oh,
sort things out.
Well, if you've seen my shoe collection, then yeah, you'll know. And my sock collection too. I'd set a dog. Having fun. Look, yeah, I'd say I'm a sorter. That's fair enough. I do like sorting things out, keeping it in order, and all that. But like this awakening shit is killing me, and I don't like it. There have
That's
been
the
days when
point.
I don't want to. I'm not ready to die. Okay.
You are taking it all wrong. It is not a death. It is a
Well, a transformation of energy. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
It's like
Transformation of energy
reincarnation.
from one form into another. Yeah, but
Once you
do I still
started
get to
down
see
this path.
my parents?
Yes.
My
Yes.
mom, she makes the best food in all of the Earth realm. At least I think so.
The minute you
You gonna
started
say
down
something,
this
you?
path,
Yeah. Sorry.
nope, okay. The minute you started down this path, you started the transformation. Once you started, you cannot turn back the clock. Time is linear. If you had not wanted the change, you would have listened to the stories of your people and followed their teachings. However, you were drawn by something more. You cannot have more without trying more, achieving more. Change has to happen.
Well, hang on. When I had my first visions of the Watcher, that was not voluntary at all.
And yet, you were still at a turning point of not continuing to look into it. And you continued to do so. You are a curious mind. You are not happy being content. You are not a watcher. Which is why you continue to meddle in the affairs of gods, time walkers, magic eaters, because you cannot stay on the sidelines just watching.
Yeah, because things need to go back to where they belong. That's how it needs to be. And if I'm not mistaken, if we don't help Cal, then we're all dead anyway, right?
By
Including
the
you.
time, if you achieve what you are attempting to achieve and you send Callan back to his own time, you will be dead long before the effects of what he should have done will happen. Callan is not of this time. He is from the future. whether he remembers or not, which is where you come in. He gestures to you, Scotty, not you, the tree.
Oh,
Take all my fucking intensity out, Jesus Christ.
all right. Well, that's why I brought this lantern out, because maybe I could use it in my own way to help
You
him
need to
get his
help
memories back
him
or something.
access his memories.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I don't know how to do that.
I see. Are you intent on setting time back in its correct path? Reconnecting the threads where they are supposed to, defending the sanctuary and its sacred purpose.
Well, I mean, yeah, because I do believe that there is a way that things should be. However, it's kind of, I don't know about you, or you. It's
Wait,
kind of scary feeling like things are not in your hands, and I feel kind of used as well. Yeah, both of you and you.
All I am doing is putting you on the path. You do not have to follow, but you cannot complain when things are not turning out the way you had hoped.
Do our choices matter in this scenario, or in this reality?
Very much so. At the moment, you are at a turning point. It is very interesting that you met one of Hecate's disciples, considering she is the mother of transitions and choices and crossroads. You are at a crossroads. You can become a keeper, collect the memories of people, take them to the sanctuary, and fix the tapestry of fate. You can become a guardian and protect those from the entities that wish to destroy it. Or you can do something entirely different. The choice is yours. But you
Can I
cannot
be a doctor?
You can certainly be a doctor.
Even though I don't have a medical degree.
There are different types of doctors, and there are rifts that need to be mended,
Yeah.
threads that need to be repaired.
I am willing to help to fix things.
Then to do so, you do not want to deal more with the dead than you already are. Am I correct in saying this?
I don't quite like dead things, if that's what you're asking. If they're dead, I'll probably kill them again. Because they should be dead.
That is very interesting. Then your threads lead to death. However, it is hard when death and grief follow some of your companions around like a comforter. At this point, he does look at you, the tree.
are you talking about the big sleep?
He just gives you a all too knowing smile. If you do
We're
not
going to come
wish,
back to that later.
if you do not wish to deal with the dead, you still have to deal with the fact that you are not entirely of this world anymore. I cannot undo the transition. However, I can ease it somewhat, but it will take training. And for that, I can give you this. And he puts a book down on the table in front of you. It has a worn leather cover. You can see that it is closed with a large brass clasp. It doesn't seem to have any writing on the front of it, just beautiful leather work of what appears to be dragon scales all over the leather. The very edges around the border do have a bit of gold leaf, but you can see that it's so old that it is starting to flake off. This will help you to traverse the plane of dreams. If you do not want to deal with the dead, then maybe you can deal with the dreaming. There are those of your companions who can find connection through it.
Could I perhaps use this? Because I had a bit of a spark of an idea. Because look, I don't want to use these abilities mainly because I don't want to die. To be honest, you're saying that I am going to die.
If you go down this path, well, it is inevitable. Eventually, you will die. I'm sorry about that. I don't know how to.
I mean, I can live for centuries, but typically.
However,
What's my timeline? If I does it shorten the more I use this stuff?
I can't tell you that. It is a leap of faith.
So I mean, could I potentially use this to help Cal figure out his memories?
Who knows? There is only one way to find out.
I gotta just
But-
try it. God damn.
For what it's worth, very rare few are chosen to be guardians.
I don't know what a guardian is. I kind of am more clear on a keeper.
Well, that's what you're going to have to find out, isn't it? There are not a lot.
One sounds like a protector. One's more of a safety keeper person.
Hanger on to,
Alright.
bruh.
Hang on, yeah, that's it. Like a hold on to stuff, like a banker. You know, I have a cousin that works in a bank.
A guardian is more proactive in their protection of the
Oh,
dreamers.
I was meant a keeper. Is it? Do I need to use the lantern with the book? Is this a? How does this work?
If you can store memories in the lantern, the easier it will become to walk through dreams and traverse dreams. The lantern will keep you safe in the plane of dreams, because in the shadows, nightmares walk,
Wait,
and
what?
things that are much, much older.
Fuck that. Oh, I don't want
Just-
to deal with nightmares.
Just remember, Mr. Holloway, not all the dreamers are human.
I can understand that because I ain't human either. So it's probably quite
Yeah.
common that we dream.
No, I
You get
dream.
what I'm saying.
Not humanoid, yeah. I'd imagine there's probably some demons having some fucking fever dreams or some shit, or some aberrations out there. What would the Fey dreams be like? I want to know. Wait, I'm kind of Fey as well, but
You are
there's
fine.
some Feyish people.
However,
Anyway,
do you feel I have given you some kind of guidance? The lantern will also help you in the library. The library, unfortunately, is a place I cannot traverse. It is outside of time.
Yeah,
You will
you
meet
mentioned that previously.
Individuals
Yeah.
there. You will meet many individuals there that you would not be able to meet at other times. Who knows? You might even meet Callan's family.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I think Lan said he was like training to work in the library, didn't he? I can't remember. Did Cal work in the library? I don't.
Oh, he mentioned something about working in a library.
I think he said he didn't
God
want to
damn
work
it.
in one.
Oh,
Yeah, he
he's
doesn't like traditional jobs.
I think his dad wanted him to work in there and he didn't want to or something.
That's probably what it was. Yeah. Look, I have a lot to process now. I think.
If you want to extract a memory, speak to the spirit in the lantern. Not even your own
Yeah.
memories can power it, but be aware that once they are in the lantern, they will be gone. People can donate their own memories if they so choose, or you can take their memories.
They lose their memory.
The living are not supposed to give up their memories so easily. Have you not seen the hospitals and homes for people who have lost their way?
Yeah, I had an uncle that sort of deteriorated like that, but I don't think I could just steal people's memories. That sounds a little bit.
You never know what you will need to do when the
Yeah,
time
I mean,
Seems
comes.
a little bit rude.
I kind of would prefer to be a person that puts memories back, like how Hito and Cal. There's a whole thing going on there that you probably don't know about, but they don't. Well, Hito can't remember Cal, so
That's what happens
it's
when you
kind of fucked up.
fracture a thread. You need to go to the
So you do know
sanctuary.
about that as well.
If you would like to repair their bond, you are going to have to go to the sanctuary. The only way to do that is to reattach the thread.
Mm-hmm. So I have to be messing with fate now.
The burden for those who are walking with power is heavy on your shoulders.
Yeah, but this is some like
You
god
don't
level stuff that I don't know how
No.
to do. So
You don't have to do it. One of your companions could do it, but they will find it harder to achieve the sanctuary.
it's Budge. Budge is the battery. He's powerful. He can do it. I have faith in Budge.
He is very strong.
He also probably can't die as well. He's like immortal or something. Look, like I said, I got a lot to process. I'll take that into consideration. Joining the tapestry, huh? Anyway, if I need more information, I can just write you a letter here. Is that fair?
I am always watching, Mr. Holloway.
Does mail get to the island?
Yes, standard mail gets to the island. We also take bird. And also message, sending stone, if you want to go the more
Yeah, I've
conventional
only got
methods.
2 sending stones, but Budge has my other one, I think. Wait, hang on. Budge, do you have the other sending stone?
Do I have the other sending stone?
I don't know. Do you have the other sending stone?
I thought I gave mine to someone else during the battle.
Hasn't Ty got it?
It's Cal then. I get Cal.
Probably Cal. Which
Wait,
we're not going
Governor,
to play
what's
that out.
up?
What does Cal say?
Oi, what do you want, bruv?
What?
Fuck off, innit?
Okay.
Sorry, wrong number. Hang on.
This is me accent, isn't it?
All right, I'm gonna
You hang up,
say
immediately dial back, hoping it's going to be someone else.
yeah. I'm gonna say farewell to the seneschal now because
Yep.
there's a lot to
Yeah.
process. So.
As you go to leave, he hands you the tree a little package of like little napkin of just some food.
Well, thank you
cheese
very
and
much. There was very nice
cheese,
cheese.
crackers, and things like that.
He'll put it in his little sack he's got. Thanks
And on
very
top
much.
And on top of that, you're not sure where he's pulled it from, but he pulls out a small 1 liter tin of oil as well.
Is that
It
for Mr.
appears
Butch?
it appears to be yes, it appears to be some kind of lubricant fluid.
Give that to
So
Mr.
it
Butch. He'd appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Satchel.
Sorry, I forgot you called him Satchel. He bids you farewell and allows you to leave and goes back to stand in front of his paper-lined wall.
Don't worry, we'll take the stairs this time.
We'll pick up a bit of glass on the way out too, if we can
Yeah, sure.
find it in the grass.
You get down there, you find a really nice piece of
You know what?
blue stained glass.
Are there any squirrels around? Or small animals?
Roll me a perception.
Where are we?
We're not feeding the glass to the small animals. Yeah, you notice that there are a number of small animals, particularly squirrels and chipmunks and things.
Excuse me, guys. Can you give us a hand picking all these little bits of glass up?
They kind
Your eyes will probably be better than ours.
A slightly chunky looking squirrel kind of waddles its way over to you, holds up a hand and just goes,
I've got some cheese here and some crackers if you'd like them. If you give me bits of glass.
he kind of nods and he kind of squeaks and chitters away to the others and tells them to get moving. He also helps.
What do I see? What do I hear you saying? Like, what does he sound like?
Oh, he's just chirping away like.
Squeaking.
Squirrels.
I was gonna say, is it just like you talking, but in a chipmunk voice, like Alvin and the Chipmunks?
Yeah.
Hi there.
So they bring over most of the pieces of glass to you, hand them over. The chunky squirrel comes back over and goes,
And I'll give him my bag of cheese and crackers.
he takes it in his little mouth, and you watch as a
Thank
small
you.
group of squirrels and chipmunks race across the lawn.
And I'll go over to one of the people who are standing around the bottom of the stairs and say, "Oh my God, here's some glass for you to fix that window up there."
An acolyte's raking you. Oh, thanks, I guess.
You're welcome.
Did you see what happened here?
I think it was Mr. Budge.
What's a budge?
Oh, he's really cool, Mr. Budge.
The doctor
Very
will just
metal.
point up at the silhouette in the windows above.
That's right. Yeah, he looks
That's
a little
the
bit like that.
Oh.
It's big.
I mean, I guess we can figure it out for the band posters.
Oh, no, the seneschal has forgiven the budge.
Oh, okay. Well, if he's seen fit to forgive,
The
is
Watcher
this-
himself has actually suggested that Budge is one of his new acolytes now.
Oh, okay. How can we identify him then so that we can make sure that we're giving him proper obeisance when we see him?
Just
He's very
anyone
metal.
that seems, yeah, he's metal. There we go. Clank,
And he's a
clank, clank,
fish.
like that.
He's
Yeah, and he's also the
And then
god of math
fish.
as well.
He's a fish. Yes.
Hey, Oh my! We'll keep an eye out for metal fish.
Yep.
All you need to
Okay.
do, if you come across Budge, is just say, "I am your friend," and he will embrace you.
Helen, brace us.
He'll, yeah. I mean, like gently. He won't hurt you.
Oh, okay.
I'm detecting a little bit of fear because Budge is like literally the kindest soul ever.
He looks at the crater in the ground.
Really not. You will
Uh,
cast Gust and start to blow all the dirt back into the hole. And then he'll cast Plant Growth and grow the grass back.
Oh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. You made our job a lot easier. Thank you.
Not a
Thank you.
problem.
The acolytes just keep bowing to you,
Well, and I'll just keep bowing back at them.
and it just keeps going.
Yep. Until someone stops us.
Yep.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you. No, you've been a
thank you.
real help. Thank you.
No, it's a pleasure. I'm glad to be a help. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Thank you, and you too. Thank you
No.
for thanking me.
You've made the grass very nice and green. Thank you, sir.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. It's a pleasure to help.
Scotty, at any point, please rescue us.
I'm quite entertained. I'm just watching.
This goes on for at least
doctors.
half.
This
hour.
goes on for at least a half hour. Meanwhile, down at the docks, Hito, Budge, you and Cal are walking down at the docks. I believe that Cal
use with me.
Cal had dragged Hito along, I believe, because apparently you guys were getting a boat.
Yes.
I
We need
mean,
to find a boat.
we did have a boat.
Yeah, but that's the thing about boats. They sail.
Has it sailed? Maybe we should go check.
Not we got a boats.
Because we've already had that one, so we can have it again.
Budge better check the map.
There are no boats on the map. I don't know where they are.
Oh, we're screwed.
First of all,
Well, there are a legion of boats behind us.
The problem is they're called ships.
Why
You're
are we
looking for
going
boats.
by boat anyway? Why don't we just find like a teleportation circle?
This was just Budge's first idea. Budge is sure is willing to take suggestions at this time.
Or sometimes sacrificing a small child to a demon, they can open a portal for you.
Okay, Budge, just stop taking suggestions
to-
at this time. We are going to book the boat.
I gotta mute myself because I'm like, wow, what object to this stuff?
So
what do you do?
Wander around the docks trying to see if we can find a previously used boat.
you can see your boat. That you had.
DM said it's our boat. Oh.
It's not your boat. Why are you like this?
Next hour is going to be very different from the previous one. Rapid boats.
I'm just trying to remember what was the name of the ship. Anyone remember?
It's not the sea bitch, so I don't give a shit.
The Dread.
I think it was the Dread something or other.
The Dread Wolf.
Dreadnought.
Yes,
what?
the Dread Wolf. The Dread
Well,
Wolf.
Well,
I mean, it's our boat now, so if it's Budge's boat, can we call it the Don't? So it's the Don't Budge.
You do see the Dread Wolf moored in at one of the wharfs. You also see a number of other boats. There are all different styles of boat here. Everything from the shallow skippers that belong to the air realm. There are some very deep-seated boats that have glass bottoms that belong to the water realm. There are a number of different all sorts of galleys and things like this. You can tell by the colors of the flags that they're flying which realms that they're kind of a part of or affiliate with. So it really does depend on what you're looking for.
Okay. Budge reckons if the board game guy is busy and we can't use his boat, we use one of the ones with the floors that lets us see the fish.
Fair enough. What about we go to the normal boat like you suggested first, and if he's busy, we go to the boat. But what if we just change his boat so it has a glass floor?
We might have to ask permission for that.
Never done that before.
Yeah. We're not in a great position. Maybe we should start.
Well, you can see at the Dread Wolf, you can see at the railing at the side, you just see these little red-tipped fingers looking, and these big eyes looking over the railing at you, of Captain Knot, just watching you.
Hello.
He's like, I'm just watching.
I do like him. He's shorter than me.
That's an impressive thing. Budge will admit. He really does like his games as well. That's kind of fun.
You watch as he runs down the gangplank. He's got something in his arms that looks like a hessian sack of some description, and he kind of eyes you, Budge, as he gets down to the wharf. And you watch as he rummages around, reaches in, and pulls out a large sapphire, probably the size of an apricot, and just puts it down on the wharf and kind of retreats back a couple steps up the gangplank. And he rummages around again, pulls out a ruby that like the size of your thumb. He puts that down.
He's fucking Eminem me. And you know what? Budge is gonna fall for it.
I'm
a
gonna
good
put my
one.
hand. I'm gonna put my hand on Budge. I've done this many a time. This is what we call a trap.
They look delicious. And aren't we going up there anyway?
You watch as he puts a large emerald down up a little bit more up the gangplank.
Well, I bet that one tastes like apples. If anyone
Oh,
else
well,
tasted them.
the best thing about a trap is when you trap the trapper. So you start triggering the trap,
Okay.
and trust me, I got your back.
Okay. Budge will start picking up the gems and eating them.
A black portal will form behind Hito, and I'll step backwards into it and disappear.
Okay, as you do so, Cal just shakes his head and leans back against some barrels, watching what you fuckwits are doing. Not really sure. But as you get to the top of the gangplank and you see the deck of the ship, you can see there, just on the deck of the ship, Budge, is a table. And on the table appears to be a carved wooden stick of some description. It has several gems in it, about 3 gems in it, small. The word for it has gone right now.
Inlaid?
No, I can't. Topaz, that's the one I was looking for.
Yeah.
It's got 3 little topazes in it that seem to be shining like they've got this inner fire in them. The stick is about this long. It's got this beautiful carved handle with the gems inlaid in it, and those gems are glowing, and it's just laying there on a what appears to be just a purple velvet cushion in the middle of the deck.
Budge would feel like this sense of great awe at what's been laid out in front of him. He's like, Budge has heard many a tales of the great kebab before, but finally Budge can try one. And he'll like be creeping up to it to pick it up.
You reach out and pick up the wand that is glowing with magic in your hand. You can see that they're just dotted around the deck. There are gems hidden in various places, just like a hide and seek of gems for you.
It's a gold one. Hito, this is the boat. This is the one. Hito.
I will come
I'm
out,
just like
out of.
trying to look at his back.
I'll come out of the portal behind our little froggy friend.
He's hiding behind the stairs up to where the
Yeah.
the steering wheel is, and he's like, "Ooh,
So I'll be
Hello.
behind him, and I'll be like,
Hi.
"You better call this trap off, or I'm gonna finish my favorite word. It starts with fire.
What trap?
That trap.
It's called hospitality. You guys, like, I wanted to make you guys feel welcome, and I
What-
know that
that-
when I
that's
had
it,
you on
that-
here.
That's exactly what happens when I finish my fireball. You end up in hospitality.
Well, I kind of wanted to make you welcome so that you guys wanted to spend time on my ship again.
It's worked.
Like-
It's worked. It's worked. We're in. We're so in. We're
Well-
so in. Yeah,
First,
we're
get a
in.
fireball.
Maybe later. When there's less flammable stuff around.
You get away with it this time.
Oh, the wand was for you.
But Yu's not here right now. I don't think he likes eating wood. Or rocks.
Yeah, it's a fully charged wand of fireballs.
I will run down the stairs straight to Budge.
Oh, God.
Hito's in the trap now. Lure them with honey. Lure them with honey.
So Budge probably won't like immediately go to hand it over, but if you try to grab it, he won't stop you.
I'm sort of like reaching up for it.
Jumping up and down.
Yep.
Budge will look at it super conflicted and then be like, oh. Slowly hand it down to him.
Thank you. Mm,
it has 7 charges in it."
not for much longer.
Okay, Budge will get a kebab.
Yes, you can see that there's gemstones dotted around this boat for you, Budge, though.
Okay, Captain Fred. Are you guys busy?
Not really. I was just kind of, Dewey told me to wait for you guys to be ready to leave, and then I was to take you, basically back home
Oh,
to my place.
That saves a way to your place.
Yeah,
Wait. What? To your place? So
Yeah,
you told
you-
you it was a trap?
yeah. My estate. It's in the air realm.
Is that where we were going?
I think so.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, but I'm
Uh,
still concerned. If you leave stuff out and you bring them back to your place, bad things generally happen. Wait. Wait. I know if we're safe or not. I'm gonna go check the outside of the boat. If it's painted white, we're in trouble.
No, I mean it's all okay. Like a lot of my charges and stuff that I have at my place. We just fix nets and chill.
Oh fuck.
Oh, nope, 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 nope. Danger, stranger danger, stranger danger.
You didn't like that one, Steve.
No, I might go see what Ty's up to. I'll talk to you later. Fix nets and shit. That's good. That's good. Good.
Yeah, I have like this place, it's a safe haven for people. And so, like, people who don't have anywhere else to go, they come to my place and I protect them. Well, I don't protect them at the moment. Actually, like, my heir does.
But if your heir is at your house, how do you breathe?
Yeah, but I was gonna say, why isn't the air here protecting you? Because like air's everywhere.
Because, to be honest, she kind of scares me, and she's much better looking after other people and drinking through my cellar.
Man, air sounds weird where you come from.
Yeah. One thing I do know about air, it burns like everyone else.
Not usually in the air realm. It's kind of like really cold and wet there. Have you
It's
been
like-
to the air realm before?
I've been to lots of places. I don't remember it being. Oh, I remember it being cold, but
Fudge does not believe so, but he will have to consult his map.
Yeah, Mr. Arashi said you're going to his place from after you've been to my place, and
Yeah, we got a pretty stocked schedule for the future. We're pretty important.
yeah, that's why I kind of made sure that I kind of figured when we were traveling together before that you said that you don't like eating food and it didn't make sense to put chocolate on your pillows. So I thought, some gemstones might be okay.
You're quickly becoming one of Budge's favorites. Let me tell you that right now.
I mean, has the rat problem resolved itself?
Yes, Mr. Mr. Who got all the rats to leave. Which is kind of sad. Meant that if you guys didn't come back, I was going to be alone on the ship.
What about the cat? You got a cat?
Jeffrey Rush.
Jeffrey Rush. Yeah.
I didn't ask for his name.
I, honestly, I don't know. I think he's hiding somewhere on the ship, but when he heard Cal was coming back, he figured that he'd go hide in Cal's room.
This is going to be a long trip.
Didn't train the rats well enough to take care of the cat.
It's all right. The cockroaches are gone too.
What? I don't have an army at all.
You don't need an army. You just got to
Wait,
stick
you need
resets.
you need an army? I can organize that if you want.
No. Don't need an army right now.
Do you
Please, for the
want?
love of God, we do not
do you
need
want-
an army right now.
Do you want small minions or large minions? Because I can do either, to be honest.
I mean, I can summon my own pets. So, yeah.
I mean,
They
we
don't
don't have a lot of
necessarily-
room.
Use in the room.
You know, I kind of want them to make people itchy, but they just bite them all the time. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
so you want an army of fleas or ticks?
We don't want armies. No armies.
You got a fucking army of uckers.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to.
It's
I'm
already
sorry.
enough
I'm
of a
sorry.
hassle.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be a good host. I don't want you to leave, so I'm just
Alright,
kind of
Wait.
spitballing and trying to give you what you want.
it's fine. We're gonna hang out for a while, until Doc and you get back, and then we're gonna set sail, and we're gonna hang out until we arrive at your house for the slumber
Ah.
party.
You're leaving the seal guy behind.
Look, he was doing some things. He didn't exactly say what, but we gotta go rescue Lil Cal, so he can catch up, I guess.
He got eaten by swampuses, didn't he?
I sure hope not.
no, I think Doc killed him and it's just a cover up, but no one will tell me the true answer.
Doc's a murderer?
No.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, Budge cannot let you two have private time. Where is Doc? Budge needs some responsible adult.
Craig is close to making me quit this game.
At
I mean,
the-
Hito is.
At that moment, you guys make your way down to the docks after all of this.
He's playing his flute all the way down.
Cow size gets onto the ship and swans off to his room to go
Before Cal
sunbathe.
leaves, Can you give the sending stone back to Budge? He was a nominee.
For the sake of this, yes, he gives it to you, and then he goes and sunbathes in the balcony off of his room.
Oh,
Yes.
Thank you. I get
I got
the
If you didn't want that to
I got
happen,
the
he would
DM
be
to
here.
make a player. I got the DM to make a player decision. Ah.
Hey, if he
Sorry.
wanted to make that decision for himself, he would have been here.
I feel like you would have just given it back
It's
anyway.
it's my sending stone anyway. So I would have beat
Yeah.
him up if he didn't give it to me.
How
Okay.
did you guys go talking to the satchel man?
It's the seneschal.
Was it tight?
Well,
Hito, roll me an
since
arcana.
Cal's not here, because he looks Cal's sunbathing. Listen, there may be some things that we need to work on with Cal in the near future. So I'm gonna get. I have some reading to do and some training.
Who's
Okay.
Cal?
Are you
And-
carrying the book?
Am I carrying the book? It's in my pack, along with my lantern.
Okay, so with that then, Hito, I need you to roll an arcana.
No.
Budge,
while you were
I need
gone.
you to help me with the project as well.
Okay. Just
Do you
fair
have your
warning.
metalwork stuff?
Yep, always. Fair warning though, the captain gave Hito a kebab of magical resets.
Like a bab.
Yes, it looked very tasty.
Oh wait, it's
I'm
magic.
assuming
Oh, I
of-
get advantage on that.
Of fireball spells.
Yes, magical resets.
Do you mean a wand of fireballs?
27.
Hito, do I mean a wand?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Fair enough.
Hito,
He's literally
Probably
holding the
mean a
wand as
wand.
me.
Hito, as you are standing there, remarking gleefully
Stroking
over
his
your
wand.
wand,
He's polishing it, isn't he?
remarking over your wand of
I'm very much like
magical
Budge.
resets.
It's a kebab.
As you do this, and you are
Oh.
overawed by the fact that you have been given this a fully charged wand, you get your little spidey senses start to tingle, and you get the whiff of powerful dream magic wafting around Doc.
Because I was going to say, I permanently have detect magic for 30 feet. It never turns off.
Yeah,
Well, that's what the DM's saying, so.
yeah, pretty much.
So I probably didn't need to roll then.
Probably. But, I got you to roll anyway, so here we are.
That smells good. What you got in the bag?
Who's he talking to?
I'm looking at Doc.
Are you talking to me? Listen, I just got back on board, and I've got a lot of things to process, Hito, so mind your own business. And I walk away.
I'm sorry, but I gave the cheese and the biscuits away to the squirrels.
I'll give you a little pat on the shoulder. Did the right thing.
Oh, thanks, Mr. Budge.
Hito is perplexed. Or is vexed a better word?
Plotting, maybe.
I'm seeing Craig's
plotting.
face. I don't know what it's.
I am
Of course he
scheming.
fucking is. Fucking is.
So Captain Budge,
Hello.
when do you want to head off?
Are you guys ready to head off? Do you need anything before we leave?
Captain Budge.
Budge is a captain now, apparently. Do I get a fancy hat?
Thanks, Captain.
Yeah, and you have access to all my maps of all the seas.
Oh my! This is the best. This is gonna be the best trip ever. Let's set sail.
Okay. He throws off all the ropes and everything like that and puts the sails down. I assume some of you help a little bit. because he's
Yep.
kind of running around trying to do everything. And eventually you head out to sea. We'll just take a quick 5-minute break, guys, so that you get something to eat, something to drink. We'll do it a bit earlier so we can come
Already did
back to see exactly what Hito is going to do to poor Doc. We'll see you in 5 minutes, guys.
Oh well, yeah, we didn't know that. That's,
Welcome back,
that sucks.
everybody. So,
We back?
we are back.
Where's my? Oh, there we go. I was like, "Where's my thing?"
We are
There's your
back. We
thing.
are,
I've got a lag.
we are on the Dreadwolf once more. Peter, D's not there. Kevin's not there. Bye, Kevin. Just make sure everything
Is anybody watching Doc as we sail out of the Dark Isles, though? Because I think Hito might be, yeah. So Hito's nodding. You'd notice that Doc's just sort of like staring back as we're leaving. And he's looking a bit grim. He's not a happy chap. For right now, anyway.
Hito takes note of that, and then goes down below to prepare for his evil plan.
Is it a honey heist? Making it a see-through bottom boat?
Oh no, that's a later issue.
So, what are you doing?
Actually, I realize I need someone. So I go back up, poke my head up back on deck. Excuse me, you?
You're muted, my dude.
I'm in the crow's nest.
Well, I need you down here.
Okay. I'll start climbing down.
Hito considers getting him down faster, and then goes, "Nah, I need him."
Still coming. What can I do for you, Mr. Hito?
I have something to show you down below.
Okay.
Yeah, take him down to a section that when I went down earlier, I made a little pen out of some of the shipping crates.
Yep.
There's
Wait, a
couple-
pen like a cage?
like a cage,
Okay.
and there's a couple of ducks in there
Okay.
that I summoned with my
Cool.
duck ability.
That was fucking dude.
Okay. You've got a couple of ducks. 2 ducks, 3 ducks. How many ducks?
Let's go with a squad. So let's go with 2x2 formation. Let's go with 6 members.
Okay, you have 6 ducks in a makeshift cage.
Hello, little fellas.
That's exactly what I need you for. I need you to translate everything I say to these creatures.
Okay.
Right. My troops, I have gathered you today for a vital mission.
Quack, 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 quack.
This mission is dangerous, and some of you may not come back.
Huh?
There's a fluttering of
But if I did not think you were up for the task, I wouldn't have selected you. Our target is this individual. And I'm going to use my minor illusion in my hand of just generate doc.
What? Oh,
He's
why
hiding
you got a
something.
picture of Doc?
Oh, you'll find out in a second. Just translate already.
Oh, okay.
He has something secret he's hiding. Your mission? Infiltrate his room. Determine what it is. And report back immediately. Or, if possible, steal it and bring it to me.
Now that's a bit rude, Mr. Hito.
Well,
Can't
if
you
you
just
don't
ask him for it?
Well, he kind of implied that he didn't want to share at the moment. So, you know, I want more information, but if they have an opportunity, they can seize it.
Okay.
It's a secondary. Primary is recon.
Fucking hell, Steve.
Right.
I said yes, boss.
All right. Godspeed, my troops. And I'll move the crate out of the way so they're free.
They slowly make their way. One of the ducks in the front is like walk, 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 walk under his breath as they're like trying to get up the stairs. There's a bit of a fluttering as they try to get up the stairs.
Is the translation "Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious"?
Sure.
Sneaking, sneaking, sneaking.
They're sneaking through the kitchen just very quietly. They're not exactly the most quiet of creatures. They're just slowly making their way. They make up for it by just moving real slow. Like if they move really slow, no one will notice them.
But
Where are you at the moment, Budge?
before that happens, once the
Yes.
ducks are out of sight and out of earshot, I still have you with me. I'm going to. Right. They're squad one. They're diversion. They're expendable. They're most likely going to get caught.
What?
Is the secondary strike squad. And I'm going to do my, my insect swarm that I summoned.
Okay.
Oh,
Right. Now tell them to go do recon. And I get minor illusion on this guy.
Who is it?
A doc.
On Doc. This is riveting roleplay for anyone coming out of nowhere.
I mean, literally, if they need to, secondary, they can bite him as a secondary thing. But the main goal is recon and report.
you'll translate, but he'll actually say, "Don't bite them. Don't bite him."
And you watch as they kind of like cluster and swarm and then
There we go. Now we just wait.
Budge, where are you on the ship?
I'd probably be in with the captain.
Okay. Just for the hell of it, roll me a perception check to see if you hear the ducks.
Oh no, Budge is a perceptive man. That fits.
Yeah.
I hear whatever
Nope.
the opposite of ducks are.
Nope. You have all the maps. You just hear the rustling of papers, and you have more maps than you could have ever hoped for. There are maps of the Astral Sea. There are maps all around ancient Azuria. There are maps of the Water Realm waters and the Air Realm waters, and there's a really, really cool map of a giant ass whirlpool called Kaldaharan, and how you traverse that, the bite of monsters, which you instantly recognize as Granny's waters.
Budge is just looking at like all these maps, and he points one out. I can't remember the name of the town, wherever he was before he started adventuring. He's like, see, you look right here. Budge found
Yeah.
his old set of keys.
Oh,
You
wow.
just gotta read the maps. You just gotta read the maps.
I never knew that there could be such a talented map reader, Mr. Budge.
Look, it's in the genes.
Oh. Yeah, maybe that's the problem. I only ever wear slacks.
Budge is just grateful you wear pants.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you,
What?
really.
He hands you another ruby.
Yeah.
He's like, if I feed this guy enough, eventually he'll be my wife.
Budge is already betrothed to another.
Meanwhile, out on the deck, the ducks encounter a problem. It was an unforeseen problem when dealing with ducks. And they're standing out there quietly, quacking amongst themselves, trying to figure how to overcome this obstacle. There's a closed door.
Mm.
The insect swarm, however, are able to slide in the gap underneath the door. And what are you doing, Doc, in your room?
Oh, I'm back in my room now? Okay, well, I am probably trying to practice some new spells at the moment.
Okay.
So,
What does that look like, Doc?
let me look at what my spells can do, though.
That's awful,
Question.
Clint. You should be ashamed of yourself. They need a safe quacker.
A safe quacker.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Look. Yeah. Look. I'm trying to create a illusion of myself.
Okay.
I'm looking in the mirror for reference
Yeah. So
and
you're
trying to
sitting
create
here.
another, like a major image, basically.
Okay, roll me a wisdom for this.
A wisdom. Wait, I just closed my bloody character sheet. That's stupid. Sorry. Just like a wisdom save, you mean?
No, just a wisdom roll.
Just a wisdom roll. I believe that's the same thing anyway. Well, that's an 8.
You see a hazy image. It's kind of more like you're staring at yourself through like a dirty glass. It's not coming together very well. It's not holding shape the way you want. It's a little more difficult than you had anticipated. It doesn't help that at some point you just started hearing this buzzing in your ear, just this.
It's annoying. God
Just
damn it. I'm supposed to concentrate for this spell. Who's making that noise? Is there
roll
a
a
source for the
perception.
noise?
Roll a perception.
23.
You're looking around and you notice that there are more bugs in here than you were used to, but it was pretty warm in the light aisle, so you're just seeing a cloud of insects doesn't really phase you too much. However, the thing that does kind of mildly annoy you / confuses you is outside you can hear whack, 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 and the fluttering of feathers. Just
I'll
just
open the door.
every now and then you hear a little webbed feet running back and forth in front of your door.
I open the door.
You open the door, you look down. There are 6 ducks on your doorstep. They all look up. They all immediately freeze and look up at you in unison.
Yep. I look down. I roll my eyes. Hito!
At that moment, one of the ducks, a little brown fellow with a little green ring around his neck, looks at you and lets out a large "Whack!" opens his wings, and they descend upon you.
I cast sleep on them.
As they go to attack you, below deck you just hear thump, 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 as 6 little sleeping duck bodies hit the deck.
It is also an area of effect, so depending on HP. So
Oh yeah,
like,
and all of the insects fall out of the air too.
if it works on insects, I don't know, but
They've got the HP for it, so
yeah, I'll just leave them there and go and find Hito. Clearly,
Sounds like ducks fainting.
So upset by that.
Do you know
what do ducks
fainting
fainting
sound like?
sound like?
They sound like that.
Just
Is it like quack?
Wah.
you just hear.
I mean,
Six
I don't know
times.
how you got that from that.
Well, I just know experience.
You hear some footsteps coming down the stairs.
Dup, dup, dup,
Uh-oh.
dup, dup, dup.
Casual. We're doing nothing.
Oh,
What is your
when I
casual
walk in,
poses?
when
What do
I
your
walk
casual
in,
poses
reminds me-
look like?
He'll do this and just be leaning on a crate.
Oh my god. What's you doing?
He's
He's literally looking like that.
I imagine you's gone to do something and then realized and gone, seeing you
oh,
and just gone and
oh.
matched Hito.
I
I just look at them both.
wave.
Up on
Hi,
deck,
Doc.
you two.
What? What did I do? I didn't do anything. I've been down here.
I've started walking back up on deck.
Are we in trouble?
I'm going to find Budge as well.
It's not hard. You walk up the stairs straight to the captain's quarters through the dining area there and just knock on the door.
Yep,
Here,
see, I
knock.
told you.
Here, knock, Budge.
Hello. This isn't my room. I don't know why I'm answering the door.
That's just because you're polite, Budge. All right, team meeting. Minus Cal because I need to talk about Cal. So can we come in here?
Okay.
Not was in the middle of telling you, Budge, that this can be your room now. He'll take a hammock.
Oh my god. Is Hito and you following?
Yep,
Yep.
oh, I am. See, I
Yeah.
told you they fainted. Look.
Not goes and hops off to
Yeah, I was gonna say,
one
can we
of
have
the
the room?
yeah, Not hops off to go across the deck to where the hammock room is and all that kind of stuff. You watch as he kind of picks up one duck and tucks it under his arm, picks up another duck and tucks it under his arm.
Where are you going with my ducks?
Oh, these aren't dinner?
Well,
What?
they are now.
No, they're just sleeping.
You sure? I mean,
Nope.
Doc's killed a couple of other things. I mean, I wouldn't surprise
No,
me if ducks.
they're a lot. They will be waking up by now. So, first of all, sleep only lasts a minute. I'm pretty sure.
You watch as the ducks are groggily coming to.
If you shake them awake, they wake up. Like
Yeah. So
it's
he's
not a deep
just,
sleep.
he's just shoving them under his arm. They're kind of placidly kind of going with it.
I'll be back in just 1 second. I'll just get up to all the ducks that he's got gathered.
Is he wearing gloves?
No, he's not.
Oh no.
Is you gonna pick up on this or not really?
No, he thinks they're just sleeping now.
Yep.
Oh,
You watch as the ducks kind of start wheezing and then just
Oh, we're really tired.
Well, and I was just going to give him the disappointment talk. Well, I suppose that means I don't have to lay out the ceremonial daggers.
he
for
hasn't got very
failures.
big arms, so he's only picked up about 2. So there's still 4 that are kind of like coming to now.
All right, I'm like, you have failed me. I expect you to do what is right. The ceremonial daggers are laid out downstairs for you. Good
One of
day.
One of the ducks just goes, "Huh," and they get up and they trot downstairs.
oh no!
What are they
They
going to do
could
with the
just
daggers?
they could just fly off. I can't handle this.
Don't worry about it, you. They're warriors, and it's their way.
They're going to go get some knives.
Don't worry about it.
You hear a quack,
Okay.
like a cry from downstairs of "Whack, whack."
But they fainted again. But they made a weird noise.
You hear a "Whack."
I must have hit their head or something when they fainted.
Just see him staring at his back wall.
I can't believe we just performed Soducku. What the fuck has this become?
That sounds too similar to Sudoku.
I don't know if this is better or worse than what you said that you thought Hito was gonna do.
It's much worse. My god.
Oh dear God, why are you like this? So, Not is just standing there looking at you, Hito, holding the two ducks, being like, "Mm."
They're your ducks now.
Oh, it's nice you're taking them in.
I mean, he knows enough about you to know that he is an animal lover, so he wouldn't just immediately start plucking them in front of him.
Oh,
He kind of gestures to you, Hito goes,
Mm-hmm.
Where am I supposed to prepare these?
In their home, it's a round metallic tub. It normally is found full of water and on top of fire.
Yeah, but I gotta prepare. You know what? I'll wait till you guys go to have your little talk with Mr. Holloway. I'll hide them in someone's bed until that time. I can do it later.
I mean, I got a spell that does it really quick.
Oh, okay. Well, if you've got a way that's gonna fix this up real quick, like, yeah, go for it.
We'll just put them together over there.
He goes over and lays him down on the deck. Oh, neat like.
no.
None of you are intervening, so
I'm
this
not out
is
on the
on
deck.
you.
I know what's going on.
It's a discussion between the two of you.
It's a little excessive, but you know this should work.
Oh God.
He starts forming magic in his head, and
Yep.
he just does this. Did that? Where's a? It's asking me a question, isn't it? Yeah, that.
You watch, Doc, as a swirling circle of fire appears on the deck of the ship. As from the smoke steps a large, hulking, horned figure, spines running down the length of its back, its tail lashing against the deck. You smell the smell of brimstone and sulfur. Sulfur and brimstone are the same thing, but you get that sulfurous smell as it turns its dark black eyes
Excuse
on
you.
Hito.
Be a sport. Pluck the feathers and cook them for us. Thank you.
What?
What?
The demon kind of gives this
No.
and picks up the duck, and you watch as just with one hand you see that it's got spines all on the inside of its hand and just flay straight down the duck as all the feathers come as he's just holding its head, leaving it completely plucked.
He
Is
throws
you
up.
watching this as well?
You've
Yeah.
just gone and thrown up over the side of the boat.
Told you much faster.
Whoa. Whoa.
You watch as he does the second one, and then as he holds the two ducks in his hands, he looks at Hito with a look of absolute loathing as his hands start to swelter, and you can see the air shift and haze above as you start to get the smell of crispy skinned, juicy
Slow cook.
duck.
Slow cook. We still want them juicy.
You watch as the swelter dies down a little bit.
So we'll leave him at about 180 for 60 minutes, and we'll be fine.
Of all the things that you've done, Hito,
What?
this is one of the things that you've done.
You guys okay
I-
out
I-
there?
Don't even bother coming out, Budge.
Okay.
But your olfactory sensors are picking up the smell of roasting meat somewhere now.
The boys are probably just sorting out dinner.
How's I was gonna say our captain. How's not reacting to this?
He's just watching.
What's our captain?
Well,
Is not our
no,
captain or is
Budge,
Budge?
He's
Budge
not
is the
our
captain now. Yeah.
Yeah, what I was saying. He's not our
I
captain.
am the captain now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to make it do all the saves and everything like that, just for the sake of moving this shit show along. Okay, so Doc, you can
I can't
see
even.
you. Doc, you can see you just hurling chunks over the side of the ship.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's now in the fetal position, rocking backwards and forwards.
But don't let him go downstairs for the duck massacre below.
I'm ready to
What's
jump
happening?
overboard myself.
What's happening?
This is you guys. You get to deal with this. Have fun. What do you do?
Hito, you broke you. You need to fix this. Help him and
You-
comfort him.
You broke you?
Hito broke you. Look at what you've done. He's upset, clearly. So
I can't
that's
sleep
your
like
responsibility.
that. I can't sleep like that.
Oh, okay. All right. My mistake. I know I should have blinded him first. Okay, I'll do that next time.
No. Check that he's okay in it. See if he needs anything.
You need anything, you?
No, I saw him. No.
He said he's fine.
Does he look fine to you?
Look, if he wants to tell me he's fine, then he's obviously fine. You know, if he can use his words.
I look at you. Does he look fine? God damn it. Well, Hito, you've just earned no answers. I will go. And Budge, by the way, can you make me a ornate metal and stone lockbox, please? About
Budge will
yay big.
try.
Thank you.
I don't know why. I thought you were going to turn to Budge and ask him to make you a duck and lettuce sandwich or something.
For some reason, I thought the same. I was like, is he about to ask me to make him dinner?
No, that's why I was asking if you had your metal work.
Smith's tools. Yeah.
If it could maybe even have a couple of gems in it, like maybe not might have some lying about, or maybe there's some in your belly. But
Take my dinner.
it's a token of your love, all right?
Oh, okay. Budge will like head downstairs to try find some scrap metal to work on.
Budge, as you go
Anyway.
downstairs, roll me a perception, my dude.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
I'm gonna go help you just to his quarters.
Budge, as you go downstairs, you are blissfully unaware of the stickiness on the floor, the mangled tiny corpses of ducks laying around, as you manage to find your box of tools and some spare metal, some really nice iron bars. Yeah, this will work. You kind of nudge aside one of the little bodies off of the top of the thing as you grab it, not noticing it.
Didn't even notice the giant fucking demon upstairs. He's just whistling to himself. Didn't see you in the corner.
Yeah, you're not aware that you've got duck blood smeared up the
Yep.
upside of your arm. You know,
He
it's
just goes to town.
you come back upstairs and you've got a nice 2 ingots of iron that you can, these are nicely worked. You can turn these into a box really nicely. You even managed to find some gold wire and stuff like that. So
2 amethysts that I collected in there.
yep. So you come back upstairs. You are a little bit at a loss because you don't have a forge to smelt this down.
Who was it that made Budge all hot and metally before?
That was Mr. Sabata.
The fight that casts like heat metal on me.
As you ask this, a really big guy who seems to have joined the crew turns to you, Budge, and it's just like, "Arr." He kind of holds out a hand.
Thank you. And then I just put the...
He moves the ducks to one hand and he's got the iron ingots in the other. He morphs his hand a little bit to like make it more of a cup as he's boiling the metal, like heating up the metal in his hand for you.
Aren't you a gem? What was your name again?
Arr.
Nice to meet you. I'm Budge. Fish.
Just a spike demon up here, just.
Budge is just
Meanwhile-
assuming it's part of Knott's crew.
Yeah. Eventually, he is able to hand over some hot metal to you.
Much appreciated.
Meanwhile, Doc, you watch as you reascends to the top of the crow's nest. You're muted.
I said I was going to help him to his quarters, but does you go up there to the crow's nest?
Yep.
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 All right. Can I come up with him? Are you okay if I do that?
It's okay.
I'm just going to sit quietly and not say anything. I'll just be with you.
You watch as he pulls out his little rat and starts
He's
stroking
not-
away. This rat looks pristine.
petting.
It's soft and fluffy looking.
I'm just
Very
petting
pink
him.
little ears. He's kind of nuzzling against you's shirt.
Maybe over time, if he allows Doc to pat the rat, I'll pat it too.
He'll just let you do it. He won't say anything. He'll just sit there patting Squeaky.
He lets you pat his rat. His pocket rat.
I'll just sit there for as long as it takes.
Okay.
It's going to be a while.
I've got plenty of time.
In that case, I have a little bit of a step back because when Budge asked for the demon's name and they went and did the whole I'd be like, "Don't say Mesophilophis's name!" Ah, shit! And the demon disappears.
Mephistopheles.
No,
Yeah.
Mesophistopheles. This is different.
Oh, Mesophistopheles. As he says that,
Don't say Mr. Monopoly's name. Got it.
Yeah, but I
as
said it.
2 perfectly roasted duck hit the deck of the ship, and your metal is just sitting there slowly singeing into the wood.
Ah, crap.
Quickly pick his man up. Going, oh, hot. I'm heading back downstairs.
Okay, so did we have a crafting roll for you? I know we had a crafting document, but
I've got just blacksmith tools if that works.
Oh yeah, roll a blacksmith tool to see how well you make this box that you've been requested.
Efficiency or something.
Better make it goddamn well.
I don't do anything well today, apparently.
No, apparently not. I mean, I suppose it's a box. The seams aren't particularly well put together. It's hard. You've made a box, but it's a bit hard because you don't like have proper access to welding tools. So it's a bit. It's got a few holes in it where a bit of breeze can get through. It's definitely not airtight. The gold work just didn't want to play ball with you, so it's a bit wonky. And you've got the two amethysts in there. They look nice, but they do, if the light hits them at the right angle, it kind of looks a bit like Hito's mimic friend.
Look, Budge only trained for like 2 weeks, okay, and he hasn't done any of this in like 2 weeks since. So like, cut him some slack. Maybe the second one will be better. Okay.
It's a nice box. However, while you're making this, Hito, what are you doing while Budge is hammering away at the metal downstairs?
Hmm.
Not sweeping duck feathers off of the deck.
I'll go downstairs. There's
See the
dead
bodies
duck.
of all the ducks.
Yeah. So I'll open a portal, and let's just open it to somewhere random, and I'll just throw the duck bodies through.
Okay, roll me a d9.
Those poor Modrons getting good on again.
D9. Can it be
Yep.
a D10?
Nope.
Oh, I don't want to have to write it. Yeah, that sucks.
You lived through the 1990s, right? You can do it again.
Nine.
That's nice.
You guys remember dial-up, by the way?
I lived by it.
Somewhere in one of the heavenly planes, just 9 duck bodies just manifest through a
Oh
portal.
my god.
I certainly hope there's like some angelic person sitting there peacefully and the duck bodies just fly and smack him in the head.
You know what? Fine. That is exactly what happens. They don't know where it's come from, but their beautifully pristine outfit. They were in the middle of a beautiful field somewhere. They've
There's
now
2
just
of
got.
them, and one says duck.
Yeah.
Classic.
So after cleanup, Hito, what do you do? Knowing that full well that Doc and you are still at the top of the crow's nest. There are 2 perfectly roasted ducks just lying on the deck.
Peace offering. Duck sandwiches. I'll go make duck sandwiches.
No, Steve. No.
I had to stop myself from saying it out loud.
Okay.
Kevin would be proud.
Kevin would be proud. So you scale the.
No, I'm
you
going to go get the
scale-
ducks first. I got to take them down, cut them up, make duck sandwiches,
Okay, you make some duck sandwiches.
and do what I normally do. I don't scale. I'll just make a portal and just pop up there.
It's very cramped up in the crow's nest at the moment because you is not a small boy himself, and neither is Doc. You kind of squeeze in between their knees.
Yeah, peace offering.
Do you mind?
I got sandwiches. See?
What sort of sandwiches?
The kind you eat. There's
I'm not
lettuce
very hungry.
and tomato on here.
I'm not hungry.
Some
Is it a
mayonnaise.
DLC?
Do I see any meat on there?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you'd be able to see the juicy, succulent pieces of
Be able to smell it.
Probably smell it.
tenderly roast
Just
duck
smell it.
meat. Yeah.
It's like the GM said, it's a DLT.
Hito, I'm gonna need a few days.
For what?
We're calling this putting Hito in timeout.
No one puts
not-
Hito in the corner.
You're not in a corner, you're in a timeout. Give us some space. Look at what you've done to you. All right. You got to think about the consequences and how your actions affect people.
I mean, coming from someone who kills our teammates, I mean, it's pretty rich.
I've never killed anybody that didn't deserve it. And
What?
none of our teammates. In fact, you just summoned some ducks and killed them yourself, so...
I did no such thing. I did not wield a
Then
single weapon
what's
against
on
them.
what's on the sandwich, then? You're eating your teammates.
Well, no, I'm not eating you. Unless you're telling me that you've got Kevin in down there to make sandwiches. Is that what you did with Kevin's body?
What?
Kevin just ditched us, all right? He's got some other shit going on.
Uh-huh.
He's like, got a sort of Leviathan living inside him and that, so... Or some sort of thing. Got a parasite. Hito, we will not be speaking to you for the foreseeable future. Please
Challenge
leave us.
accepted. And I leave the DLTs on the floor and I go through my portal back downstairs.
Oh dear. Okay. There are some sandwiches left in the crow's nest with you.
I will take them and sort of sadly just throw them to the wind.
Yeet! Somewhere you just
I do
hear
it- I do
somewhere
it
Just go
gently.
south?
I do it gently, as in like spreading ashes. Right?
Yeah, as you yeet it to the wind, Budge is downstairs playing his musical instrument. You just hear
Yep.
as just bits of
course.
lettuce sprinkle onto the top of the water. Exactly.
And meanwhile, you can hear a dolphin go, thanks for the food.
Well, you said it, so yeah, sure.
Oh god.
You know.
And this is how the party turns against each other.
Quick question. Quick vote. Who's going to tell Ty what happened?
Oh, I don't even know what's happened.
Do we have words to describe? Oh my god. Like, we're all dead. And Ty comes back next week, he's on his own.
Like,
It's
I'll
like,
try
Hito
my
just
best,
reset
but my god.
the ship.
Okay, so Hito, Budge, have you released the uckers from their charging ports in your arms?
I haven't, and I'm not sure if I want to.
Lest they go
Okay.
missing.
I feel like they could just be wandering around on deck, and all of a sudden, the flaming aura of Satan himself melts them on the spot.
You know what, though? I'm pretty sure Dark would welcome that.
Yeah, Dark definitely ain't getting let out right now. Bud would still just be hammering away trying to fix his mistakes with the box. He's letting them rest.
You just
Bring
every
on
now
the
and then-
eternal darkness.
Every now and then, especially hallmarks, you just hear this little chirp every now and then. You're doing a good job, boss. It's a nice box.
Oh, thank you, guys.
What are you doing, Hito? Cool. So, Hito, what are you doing now that you've traumatized half the half of your party. However,
I'm.
actually, haha, Hito, roll me
Yeah.
perception.
Uh,
So, Hito, just at this moment, as you find yourself back on the deck of the ship, mildly frustrated, that you notice when Doc left the room at the start of the saga, he didn't close the door.
see if I can taste the magic in here.
You'd be able to taste it, yeah.
I will clarify that I would not have left in my room unattended with all that's going on.
So you're carrying your backpack around everywhere with you.
This is especially what I'm not letting you get at, by the way, and that's it's on my person.
Okay, so the book is in one of your internal pockets, then, but the lantern.
Well, the lantern would be with me too, I'd imagine, because I'm keeping them together. But I don't know. I carry shit around all the time. I've got like infinite inventory, don't I? It's in a dimensional pocket. Fine.
The amount of shit I carry in my
You've
lunch.
got what? So you're
Here's my
in a
pockets,
dimensional
here's my
prison walker. Prison Jesus Christ.
I was gonna say that while I'm up there with you, I would take out the book and be reading it. If the lantern is too bulky, then I suppose I would.
It is a pretty big lantern. Like it's a.
He already knows about that anyway.
Yeah. So no. Yeah. No, you can't taste. You can't taste that weird magic that's coming from above.
Oh well, that's all right. I'm gonna go downstairs and work on the challenge. I'm getting him to talk to me before was it 3 days is up?
I didn't say 3 days. Just said give us some space.
You gave me a time frame.
Give him a time frame.
So give me a few days. That wasn't anything specific.
You just go on for this challenge.
Taking it literally.
Okay, so some time passes, but you finish up the box. It's maybe another blacksmith roll. Let's see if you can.
I don't roll anything higher than a 9 tonight.
Yay! You managed to shore up the seams. You managed to make it so now it looks it's got a few little divots and things like that in it where you couldn't get it perfectly smooth because you didn't have an anvil and things like this. However, it is box shaped. It's nice. You managed to straighten out some of the inlay. It's not perfect, but it definitely looks loved. It looks handmade, but it is a secure looking box.
We got to give it Budge Creations trademark seal, which is a little kiss on top.
Okay. You put your little budge kiss on top. You watch as you do so, you watch as the little amethysts get this kind of like little bit of internal gleam, like a little bit of internal fire in them.
I can't wait for Doc to see this. Budge will do like an excited little skip up the stairs. Doc!
You were aware that Hito had come down some hours earlier and has been squatting in the corner, muttering to himself for like several hours now.
Yeah, that's just Hito.
Okay, but yes, up in the crow's nest, Doc, you hear Budge calling for you.
Yeah, I'm up here.
Doc, I got your box.
My bikes. I
Your
didn't
box.
order a bike. On my box. What's in the box?
At the moment, nothing, but do you want to put something in it?
As long as it's not a severed head.
What?
What?
Don't worry. Anyway, I once received a box that had a severed head in it. That's neither here nor there. All right. Yeah, I'm coming down then. You all right here for a little bit?
I'll be fine. You notice the squeaky's not there anymore.
Is the rat in his pocket?
You just don't see him.
Did I see what happened to it while I was sitting with you or not?
No, he just seemed to sneak away and disappear.
But you's talking now.
I'm just fine. It's alright. I just need to sit and think for a little bit.
All right. At least you're verbal, which is good. Yeah, I'll climb down and see what Budge has done.
As requested, one Budge crafted box.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks for this, Budge.
that
This
was
is
it.
actually really fun craftsmanship.
Oh, shucks.
Uh, can I ask you a question, Budge?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Am I wrong to be mad at Hito?
Oh, what did he do?
He hurt you, not you, but you who? Back the tree.
What did he do to hurt you? True.
He summoned some duck friends for you, and then he killed them. And then he tried to feed them to you.
This all happened.
Can I ask? Am I being irrationally angry here with this?
No, that's what Cal would call a dick move.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he hasn't intervened. To be honest,
He still
at
is.
this point, usually he's got something to say, but he's just over there sunbaking.
I think he's worried about little Cal. Yeah, no, like we all know you loves animals. Like we all love animals. You especially. And
Yeah, but
if
Hito
you
then
like-
tried to come and feed them on a sandwich to you.
That's pretty sick. But I've come to expect that from Hito at this point.
I mean, I'm not surprised, but it's just
You have
maybe
every
he
right
could
to
just
be
do that to other people, not to our friends.
Oh, nobody. It's kind of messed up.
Anyway, I'm just gonna make sure that you's okay, and then this box is helpful because I'm working on a new spell.
Give you a big old hug for me. I think I can fit up there.
You can certainly try.
I certainly won't.
Who wants to see if Budge can make it up the rigging?
Not me. I think we tried that the first time we were on this boat, and it didn't work well for me.
No. Look, I'll update you anyway since I've got you here, but I'll tell Hito eventually. But when I spoke to the Seneschal, I got just this book here.
Aye.
I'll show him the book.
You show him the book.
Can I read?
You can read.
Okay.
You can read. It is in common. It seems to be a spell book of some description. As you look at it, Budge, something about it makes you feel like something is connecting with you. Something the book itself doesn't seem to be particularly deep or difficult to understand, but something about it just seems to click and connect within your mind of this book feels comforting. like it's reading you while you're reading it.
This book is making Budge feel tingly.
Yeah, it's magical.
He opens the centerfold and it's an automaton without its chassis.
Hey, Doc, Budge got to borrow this for like 5 minutes.
No, I need to study this book. Sorry, Budge.
Understandable.
I'm going to try to use it to help Cal potentially.
Oh, lovely. How do we plan on helping Cal?
Well,
I
that is
don't
one
really
thing that
know,
you
but
did- that is one thing that you did read. By using this book with enough power in the lantern, you will be able to bring people with you into your jaunts.
so we've both did Budge say that to them?
I don't know how
Is-
like deeply
I-
Bud read it.
Yeah, I haven't spent that much time reading it either. So, but that's all I've got then
Yeah.
so far. Yeah, look, potentially could use this to do some investigating into Cal's dreams. Oh, don't know how that will go.
Did Mr. Satchel say anything else about how we can help Cal? Or is it just all in the book?
Well, it seems like you remember that Sun Lotus lady?
Oh, yeah. The mean lady who's coming to destroy the world. Was that
Yeah,
her? Or was that the other
We
lady?
really need him to get on board with getting rid of her. Otherwise, some bad shit's gonna happen. I already knew that, but like,
Yeah.
it's just been confirmed again. So maybe, as his quote-unquote best friend, you could help us convince him that we need to start doing something to get, find this seed and everything. So we need to just. Why is it windy?
I don't know.
You start to
Is it-
notice that the water under your feet is starting to rock and roll. The water has become rough. The skies are still completely clear, but you can hear the sound of wind and buffeting sand coming from below deck. The water around you is starting to churn as the boat is starting to roll and list as the swell rises. The chop getting big, you can feel the front of the ship lift and just come down with a thump into the water, as you can hear just the wind starting to rise.
Well, man, your positions.
Where are your
Somebody
positions?
scrub the poop deck.
Where are your positions?
Fasten the sails.
Incidentally enough, there's no wind. You can't feel any wind. There's
Look,
no
Budge is
wind.
just saying boat
Words
terms, he
in there.
knows.
See, this is the thing. You hear the sound of high winds. You hear the sound of sand buffeting things. The water below the ship has started to roll and roil under the ship, but the sails are unchanged. It is still a reasonably pleasant day. Everything about this is telling you it's a reasonably pleasant day, but the sound of the wind that you can hear, the sound of the sand, the state of the waves are telling your brain storm. And it's only getting louder.
I'm gonna let the main group of uckers, team Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
out from their slots and be like, hey, okay, boys, I need you to go fasten down everything in the boat basement. I need to talk to not the
Okay.
captain.
Okay. As you make your way towards the back of the ship, but you notice that there's a bit of sand there's a gritty sound of sand under your feet as you're walking back towards the back room where you Not has his maps and stuff like this, and that is now your room. You hear the uckers start to descend the stairs, and before you even open the door to your room, you hear 6 dunk 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 dunk.
Oh,
The
no.
sound of heavy metal hitting wood. A little bit of the sound of splintering as well.
Is it the sound of uckers falling asleep?
No, it is not the sound of uckers falling asleep. It's more the sound of uckers being tossed in a heavy wind into wooden structures.
I race to my children to collect them.
Okay. Can I get a con save, please?
I'm just gonna follow Budge. Is you okay up there in the crow's nest?
He's probably the safest. He is
You-
completely
you-
unfazed by what's going on.
You hear
Apart from this
chanting.
occasional.
You just hear chanting. That's it.
I'm imagining Budge is like losing his mind at this catastrophe, and Doc has like every idea what's happening and is just following behind watching.
I'm just walking downstairs.
Okay. So, as you walk downstairs, Budge, it hits you. This wind just hits you and buffets you. There is sand swirling all around you. You can feel, because you're in the hull of the ship, the actual rocking from the ship, you can feel it. It's incredibly rough. You can hear the slam of the ocean against the wood. You can see uckers kind of like picking themselves out of the debris of crates and stuff like this, just coated in sand.
My boys.
They
I
don't
race to
appear
pick
hurt.
them up.
They don't
Uh,
appear
but-
hurt. They just look like they were tossed around in this high wind.
I'll still pick them up and store them back inside where it's safe.
You are getting covered just in sand that is swirling around at a fast pace in this room.
I'm an aquatic warrior. I'm okay with sand.
Doc, you come down, you follow down behind as well, as again, you get hit by this little bit of stinging sand as it's like battening into you. And at the center of this swirling chaos, a small meditating gnome.
I bonk the gnome.
Do you just walk up and donk?
Yeah.
Sure, roll me an unarmed attack. Unarmed trick. Does a 19 hit?
20.
Okay.
What the
Uh,
fuck?
Yeah, 19 definitely hits.
Bomp. You get a heavy metal gauntlet to the head.
Ow!
What are you doing? Well, I heal for 5 damage.
He bonks you and then ruffles your hair as he heals you.
Bonk and then turn the fist to a palm, so it's just healing you a little bit.
I was meditating.
You're flooding the ship.
No, there's no water coming in.
You're
There's
flooding the
sand.
ship with sand
There's sand
and
drift everywhere.
air.
But I thought not like there.
He
Is he
likes
married?
weird air.
Yeah.
The
My
sand.
Sand. I mean, it gives somewhere for the cat to go.
The cat's tormenting cow. We're allowing that to happen. Look, you can meditate. Just stop causing a ruckus on the ship. I was battening down the hatches.
Huh. And what were you doing, Doc?
If Doc turns, if Hito turns and looks at Doc, he will see that standing next to Doc is Hito.
Hmm.
Hito walks up to you. Why don't you just stop what you're doing?
Fine.
So Doc is not talking to you, but the illusion is talking to you.
So yes, with that, where is it? I can't find the. There it is.
Make a second budge as well.
You dispel magic. You watch as the illusion.
Is counterspelled.
Ah ha ha! Ah ha ha! Ah ha ha! Fuck you.
He's gonna run it.
Okay, so I'm assuming your magic doesn't work, Hito.
Fine. If you're not going to talk to me, then you shouldn't be able to hear me either.
Cast blindness, deafness.
It's just the most petty mage battle I've ever seen.
Okay, I need a con save, Doc.
Are we in combat at this point? Because otherwise,
mean,
I'll
do
just
you
keep
want this-
slinging spells as well.
Do you want this to be combat, or do you
Oh,
just
that's the
want
dex save. Hang on, sorry. Oh, constitution. Oh, fucking 1.
You go deaf, Doc. You can't hear anything.
I'll
Right, yeah.
mouth, and then I walk back upstairs.
I'll stop my
Peace at
foot.
last. Peace.
I'll stop my foot and stick my tongue out at him as he walks off.
And
Alright.
Hito does the illusion does the same to you and walks off after Doc.
Okay, what is going on with you two?
And he actually waggles his bum at you too.
Oh, this means war.
What is going on with all this prank business? I know you don't like each other on the best days, but this is ridiculous.
What? No one got hurt?
We got second Hitos, but my sons could have gotten hurt.
No, because I make sure my spells won't hurt them.
Well, that's appreciated. But you hurt you's feelings. Spell didn't stop that.
What? Please, everyone eats meat. It's just acceptable. I mean, if he's going out in the world, he's just got to get over that fact.
Lord, animals right in front of him.
Well, you shouldn't have looked.
You especially don't have to get Mr. Monopoly out of wherever he came from to do it.
Ah, yeah.
It's a bit excessive, don't you think?
No, but he's really good at his job, and he knows how to roast chickens and ducks perfectly.
I'm sure he does, and he has a fine future in cuisine ahead of him. However, we need to pay attention to our friends' feelings, Hito.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he's feeling fine.
He's not.
I beg to
Really
differ.
very
He's
upset.
got both his hands. He should be feeling perfectly fine.
Okay, you smart aleck.
As you say this, up in the crow's nest, you have been left to your own devices, as it's actually quite pleasant up here. The rock is nice, lulling and gentle as you are being given far too much time to think over the events of the afternoon and the earlier morning, where you also had a dead dinosaur just staring blankly right into your face. As you sit
had-
there, yeah, you go.
He has slightly snapped a little bit.
Yep.
Everything's fine. It's all good. It
As
didn't
you say-
happen.
As you say that, you see a green flash of light jettison through the sky above your head before it vanishes in a mist of purples and pinks and rainbow crossing the planar border.
That's pretty. I'll just sit there and watch it.
I'm just picturing tonight when you goes to bed, you know, and you starts dreaming that his dreams start off with this.
Yes, you watch as a green meteor shoots across the sky. It has a noise that follows after it that sounds like a jet engine as it disappears across the planar border into a land beyond.
I'll make a wish.
What do you wish?
Can't tell you, it's a secret.
Spitting.
Doc,
Oh
as you
no.
come back upstairs, just roll me a perception to see if you catch the tail end of this. You do. You see it. You catch it just as it vanishes through the planar border. The tail end of a green meteor, and you are muted, my darling.
That didn't. But yeah. A green meteor.
Yes,
Do I have any inkling as to what that means?
I should fucking hope so. At this point of the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
I can't fucking remember, dude.
Someone
This
might
is
have
my fault.
summoned it.
I haven't. Oh. Yeah, okay.
That moment of oh.
I mean, I'm just thinking that you just sort of, with his wish, I'm just sort of just picturing that.
That can't be good.
So, yes, you see it before it disappears through the planar gate. A planar border. Tearing a hole in the fabric of reality as it passes somewhere beyond. This was not a plan that had ever been accounted for. It was always thought it would make its way here.
There's nothing I can do right now. That's the thing. Damn it.
What do
I'll
you
look it up.
do?
I'll look up at you. Well,
Well,
I'm just
yeah.
observing it for now. That's all I
Okay.
can do. But I'll look up at you. Is he looking at it too? Do I see him looking
Yep.
at it?
He's like,
I'm
make
shaking
a
my
wish,
head at him.
make a wish, make a wish, make a wish.
We're gonna have to do something about this. But for now, I'm fucking going into my quarters and shutting the door
You go into your quarters.
on
you
the
shut-
world. Fuck it.
You shut your door on the world. And with that, as Hito is considering his revenge on the now wizard battle that he has going on between him and Doc, Budge is realizing that Doc can make friends. Doc can make people. That's great. And apparently, your friend group is having problems, and
Butch
you
is realizing he's not the kid of this group somehow.
and you is losing himself to happier thoughts, faith and trust and pixie dust as Cal, peacefully oblivious to the goings on of the afternoon as he has deepened any tan that he has. That's where we're going to end tonight's session, I think. Because I have a feeling
Cal-
you guys are going to need to discuss what to do next.
Cal is badly sunburnt. He was just laying there way too long.
And yet still
So-
strangely blue.
And so with that is where we will end tonight. Thank you everybody for watching. We hope you join us next week for more Ignition Point to see where this goes now that we are entering into the main plotline campaign proper.
With more emotional damage.
Ooh.
While we are at the peak of dysfunction.
Exactly. When is the better time to do it?
Oh,
Otherwise,
unfortunately, great.
we hope you enjoyed. We hope you will join us next week for more Ignition Point. But until then, drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, take your medication if you need to, and look after yourselves. Bye, guys.
Doses.
Bye.
Hey.